Hey, underdogs. Ever felt like the smartest player in the game, but with the biggest heart? Well, Amani did. Starting out as the only girl in a boys' league at just 6 years old. So, what pushed her to keep going? Even when the odds were stacked against her? Well, stick around to find out how she turned challenges into triumphs. Full Court Dreams, the Underdog's Voice, is proudly sponsored by Rehab to Perform. Are pain or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? Our friends at Rehab to Perform have you covered. Now open in Owings Mills with 9 other locations across the DMV. R2P will get you back in the game and ready to perform. Visit rehabtoperform.com and start your journey to peak performance today.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Full Court Dreams, the Underdog Voice. I'm your host, Coach Q, and today we got an inspiring young athlete joining us. She's only 13, part of the class of 2029, and already making waves in the basketball world. Let's give a warm welcome for Amani. Did you hear the claps, Amani?
Yes.
All right, Amani. But first, before we get into things, I always ask my guests this, right? So, Amani, I gotta ask you, what is your definition of an underdog?
My definition of an underdog is like somebody that has a disadvantage, but they don't let that disadvantage stop them.
Okay, that's a great short answer. I like that. I like that. Yeah, yeah, I like that. So, do you consider yourself as an underdog?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. So stay tuned, y'all. We're gonna dive deep into her journey, which is a very good one. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, Amani, you started playing basketball at the early age of 6, but you were into dancing first. Tell us a bit about how that transition happened and how did a dancing queen like you become a basketball star?
Okay, so my transition from dancing to basketball was when I didn't want to do ballet no more. So I told my dad. And my dad, he bought me a basketball and a goal. So after that, I immediately fell in love with the game. And my passion grew for basketball because it came natural to me and I really enjoyed playing it.
So did I know your father was happy with happy with that, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Did he like you doing ballet?
I don't really think so. I don't really think so.
Who got you into ballet?
My mother.
So it wasn't no hip hop dance, no
Mm.
modern dance. It's
It was
ballet.
ballet and tap dance.
Oh, was you a good tap dancer?
I think so. I think so.
Okay, okay, ballet and tap dancing. So do you think that helped you out with your footwork in basketball?
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, your father was happy as he said, boy, he went out and ran on the board to a basketball goal in the basketball.
Yup.
He hauled tail the same day. He probably was out the door before you got finished.
Mhm.
Yeah, you mentioned that your dad gave you a basketball and a basketball goal. So what was that like? Did you have and you said you instantly fell in love with the game. And you gradually, got better and better, right?
Mhm.
So playing at the YFCA league, right? Did you play at the YFCA league?
Yes, sir.
So that's where you first, got your, basketball handling going on and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let us hear about that. So playing at the YMCA league as the only girl must have been tough for you. How did you handle being in that situation? And any funny stories for those from those early days?
Yes. So being only girl, of course, I was nervous at the age of 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
But being on the court with just boys made me more aggressive, and my competitiveness came out really. Cause if the ball was loose, I was the first one on the ground with the boys.
Mm.
First one. I did not fear. I did not. And like It was just it was fun.
It was fun. Did they pass you the ball? Because I know boys don't be liking to pass girls the ball, man.
Yeah, they passed me the ball.
So,
I was a really good ball handler at the time, so I brung the ball up the court.
okay, and you played against a lot of older. How old were the older ones you played with?
In the YMCA,
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think that was about my age. If not, they were probably 1 year older than me.
Oh, okay, okay. So do the YMCA still have that league?
I think so.
Oh, all right. All right. So how was your um was you the lead in score there on that team
Yes,
and the
yes,
best
sir.
defender?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's impressive. So what's your secret and how did you manage to stay motivated and keep pushing forward?
Really, really, it was my family because they was cheering me on each game. Even though
Hmm.
if I fall, they'd be like, get up, you got this" and stuff. So that really kept me motivated.
Okay. Okay. So all right. So you're moving up the ranks, right? So now you go from YMCA to joining a recreational team called the Tigers,
Yes, sir.
and there you played against older kids. So how did that affect your game, and was it intimidating, or did it just push you to be better?
Playing with older kids, older competition. It was a change for real, but it helped my development. And the kids was like more skilled, faster, and especially taller than me. So I
Hmm.
had to put in more work in order to be as good.
Hmm.
Since I'm short and stuff, so just have to put in more work. And it was a little bit of scary because every time I get the ball, I fall, but I get right back up.
Yeah, that's good. Look, I'm gonna tell you that's the best way to learn, and a
Hmm.
lot of kids don't do that these days. But when we was coming up, we had to play against older people. That's all we played against. That's how we got better. I always tell a story about my cousin. He was older than me, and it meant his daughter is around the same age, but he's older than me, so he used to come and get me on Sundays, and he was like 30 years old, and I was only like 14. So I used to go play with grown men at the age of 14 years old when they used to beat me up. They and like Baltimore street ball is rough. When I was coming up, it was rough, and they ain't care how old I was. They was knocking me down and everything. They ain't care. They was like, this little guy ain't coming out here. But I was kind of like really fast, so they could barely catch me. But when they did, oh my gosh, I was hurting. So I understand your feelings about playing with older kids, but it makes you better. It makes you better. So do you feel like playing with older kids put you ahead of your competition at your regular age?
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons why you be dominating.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk about your AU team. You still play with Hoop Society?
Yes, I do. I
Okay,
started.
go ahead. I'm
I,
sorry.
I started when I was like, I guess after the Tigers. Then I kind of left to go to another team, but now I'm back with them.
Oh, you that so you left the Tigers, went to Hoop Society, left the man, then came back.
Yes.
So what was the other AU team you went to?
The other AAU team was Texas U, an Under Armour team.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how was that team?
It was good. It was good. I was able
Okay,
to travel. So,
so Hoop Society was a better fit for you.
um, well, cause Hoop Society, I was there like at the age of 8, probably. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really. My mindset it wasn't like how my mindset is now. So
Okay, okay, okay. So, how was that organization? How was it like Hoop Society? How was it like? So you're let me get this right though. You're at Hoop Society right now.
yes, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. Did y'all travel that much?
I just came back to the team like probably 2 weeks ago. So I know we're supposed to
Oh,
be going to Oklahoma in the first week of August.
oh, okay. All right, okay. Oklahoma. All right, and you're located where? In
I'm
Texas.
in Dallas. Yes.
You in where?
Dallas, Texas.
I think my homeboy live in Dallas, Texas. Me and him used to work together. He moved up here. He's either in Dallas or San Antonio. One of those. I know he moved up here. Um, Me and him worked together. Then he went back. He went back to Texas. And I was just talking to somebody about moving to Texas. They was like, they wanted to move to Texas. I was like, go right ahead, have fun. Right ahead, have fun. It's fun in Texas.
Yeah, it
How was the
is.
competition in Texas as far as basketball? Because I know Texas is more like a football state, right?
Yeah, it depends on where you play at, really.
Oh, okay.
Like Mansfield, they got good competition. It just depend. Yeah, depends on where you play at.
Okay. Where have you noticed the hardest competition at in Texas?
Um, I'll say around Mansfield, like if you're doing an Under Armour circuit.
Hmm.
So
So Mansfield's where all the Under Armour teams be at.
yeah, sometimes.
Oh, okay. All right. So you mentioned feeling like an underdog at first, right? So what was your mindset going into those games? And how did you overcome that feeling?
Um, I started becoming like being thinking I'm an underdog because I'm short, so a
Hmm.
lot of people smaller than me, right? And
You
I
mean bigger
always
than
doubt
you?
my huh?
You said a lot of people smaller than you.
A lot of people taller than me,
Okay, taller than you. Okay.
and I always doubt myself. With I think I'm gonna miss this shot. So I just try to keep my head up and just my mindset going into the game, just listening to music and thinking and knowing that I will dominate the team.
Good. Look, let me tell you. So basketball is more mental than physical. Basketball is
Yes.
more mental than physical, right? So
Hmm.
always think that you always have a positive attitude going inside the game. No matter if you make mistakes. No matter like long as you don't put your head down when you make a mistake, you'll have a great game. Mostly every
Hmm.
game. So just think about this. Turnovers is a stat for a reason, right?
Yes, sir.
And there's no way there's no way unless you're perfect and no one is perfect that you're not going to have a turnover during a game. No way. Some might be your fault, some might not be your fault. But the best thing to do when you do turn the ball over, if it's your fault, my bad, got you next time, coach. Or get back on defense. And this is me as a coach telling you. So, long as you have that mindset, your game will become better because you ain't worrying about anything. It's part of the game. A lot of kids don't like they get mad, frustrated, and stuff. I would if I do a lot of turnovers. That means you're not learning. But
Hmm.
long as you're learning from your mistakes, you keep on working and getting better. Never hold your head down. Never go into a game doubting. Always go into the game with a mindset that you are a beast and can't nobody stop you because
Yes.
nobody really can. Everything is up to you. They can try, but always scoring doesn't always mean that you have a great game. You might score 2 points, but you might have 5 steals, 6 assists. You know what I mean? 5, 6 rebounds. That's still a good game. Understand? So do not
Yes, sir.
let points define your game. Got that?
Yes, sir.
Good, good, good. Yeah. So now you're known for your shooting, right? Because you're a real good shooter, right? Your
Hmm.
basketball IQ and your ball handling, right? That's what you're known for.
Yes, sir.
All right, so how did you develop those skills? Any tips for other young players looking to improve their game?
Um, for tips, I would say like just work hard and even if you mess up, keep going because you're gonna make mistakes. That's practice.
Okay.
And what was the other
So
question?
what oh, the other question was just how do you use oh, my bad. So the other question was just how do you develop those skills? Like what's your routine? What's your workout routine like?
You know, I go to trainings, ball handling, form shooting, just put up shots like for me for shooting, ball handling, just you know. I don't really have a routine. I just like go out there and train.
Okay, okay. So, being undersized can be a challenge in basketball. So, how do your strengths to compensate? How do you use your strengths? I'm sorry. How do you use your strengths to compensate for your size?
Say it again.
I said, how do you use your strength to compensate for your size?
To compensate due to my
For
size.
to compensate means how do you use your size to
Hmm.
to your advantage? Let me put it that way.
Oh, okay. So shoot, shoot, because if I can't really do a layup if somebody's taller than me unless I use
Mhm.
separation. So
Right,
that's
right.
where my shooting come in.
Okay.
And I also use my body. If I'm trying to go get a layup, like on a fast break, I'll use my
Hmm.
body. And IQ just getting people involved with the game, getting people open for shots.
All right. So, do you utilize screens? Because I tell all my small guards because I have a lot of them this year coming in. Um,
Hmm.
like I have a lot, my whole team this year. Mostly everybody's coming to my team this year in high school are small guards. Guards. I probably got one big, and everybody else is
Hmm.
guards. Um, so we work on a lot of screens and getting them open and getting to the elbow. How's your elbow jump shot? You get to the elbow a lot?
Uh, Not really, because when my Texas U, we run plays and stuff,
Hmm.
so not really a lot. But I need to though.
Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, that elbow is a great spot for small guards. Coming off that screen, coming off the ball screen or ball screen and getting to that elbow, that's the sweet spot for guards. And then learning how to do floaters over top of taller guards. How's your floaters?
I'm working on it.
Good, good. Keep on working on that. Keep on working on that. But if you can get to that elbow, and I'm gonna tell you, like good guards to watch for the men's side, like Chris Paul.
Hmm.
Chris Paul, he ain't the biggest guard. He's a 6'1", something like that. But he knew how to get his shot off over taller people, and he knew how to get to that elbow. On the women's side, Kelsey Plum, look at her. Um, for WNBA, she know how to get to the elbow. Um, yeah. So it's a lot of guards that you can look at, especially small guards that you can look at, and watch their game and see how they do it. But coming off a screen, getting to that elbow, getting that really working on your mid range is going to help you out as a small guard. It's
Okay.
really going to help you out. All right, that's just a little bit of advice. I mean, I was a guard. I'm only 5'10", so I wasn't that tall.
Hmm.
So that was me. I was getting to the elbow, worked on my mid range shot, and I can get to the rim when I want to. I ain't had no problem getting to the rim when I want to. But make sure you put the ball high off the glass. That's where you can't get blocked. It's a little bit of advice for you.
Okay.
Got it? So, any advice for other players who might be small and might feel the same way that you feel?
I would say always work hard and also like be consistent,
Mm-hmm.
having like positive mindset, creating good habits for yourself, and like if you're having a bad game, so what? Like get it back on defense. If your defense not on, try to make your teammates involved and stuff.
Okay. That's coming from one of the best small guards in Texas, yo. Make sure you listen. So you have a strong support system, right? And a strong support system is crucial. So how do your family support help you in your journey?
It definitely boosted up my confidence,
Mm-hmm.
because they give me positive thoughts before and
Mm-hmm.
after game, cheer me on during games, and even like with my dad, he go over mistakes I did in the last game to help
Mm-hmm.
me prevent not doing it in the next game.
Any particular moments that stand out to you?
Um, I'll say like, every time I have a good game, my dad he just come over here, give me a high five, give me a hug and stuff.
So how is it when you have a bad game?
Bad game, it's a long car ride. Gotta say that.
Yeah, we know about those long car rides. I mean, it used to be the same way with my daughter. My daughter used to play. It used to be the same way with her. But what I have learned is that when she have a bad game, or when she had a bad game, I learned not to say anything unless she brings it up first. So, if there's any advice that I would give to your dad, and I don't want to tell nobody how to parent, but when you have a bad game, I think he should wait until you bring the game up before y'all had a conversation. You know what I mean. That's the
Yes,
way
sir.
that's the way you process that game and you got over it. Maybe you need to wait like 24 hours and ask you how you feel about the game and stuff like that. But for me, I had to learn as a parent and as a coach that if my daughter have a bad game, um, wait to talk to her about it or let her strike up the conversation instead of you know because at that moment I know you be in that state of mind like, man, I really don't want to hear this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So as parents, we need to understand that, like, look, she already had a bad game. We don't need to be pouring. And he might not say nothing bad. I don't know, but that's just you know, that's just my take on when kids have a bad game. That parents should just chill and should just relax and let the kid bring up the conversation. I had a conversation with them when they have a bad game, and when they have a good game, you're going to want to talk about it. So let y'all talk, but do the same thing for when y'all have a bad game. So that's real good. I'm glad that you had that support in your family though that really cheers you on and things like that. So I'm really happy for that. So you say you do training, right?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So, well, who are the people that you train with? Like, who are they? Like, and your coaches?
Um, some of them is Coach Nick. He's the Kimball coach
Mm-hmm.
for Kimball High School. Coach Jay, he play overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Then Coach Kobe, Hoop
Mm-hmm.
Society coach. Coach
Mm-hmm.
Dale, Texas U coach.
Okay.
Coach Keisha, she's a former WNBA star.
Mm.
And we have a lot. I have a lot more trainers. It's a lot to name, but that's some of them.
Ooh, that's a lot of trainers, girl.
Yes,
You getting it in. So, what's the best piece of advice you received from them?
from all of them or just
I mean, you can take one or two trainers that you got some real good advice from, like Coach Keisha. All right, so what's the best advice Coach Keisha ever gave?
uh, it's been a long time. Um,
Or
um,
recently, or your recent trainers. Let's go with that.
uh, I'll say just huh, just keep going. Don't give up.
Yeah, keep going and don't give up. Got it. Good. Okay, 60. Keep going and don't give up. Good.
And talk on the court.
That's the main
That's
thing.
what
Talk
Coach
on the
J
court.
always tell me.
But the talk on the court.
Yes.
Hey, you the guard, right? You the point guard, right? You his point guard,
Hmm.
right? You an extension of that coach. So yeah, you gotta talk on the floor. You don't have no other choice. I tell my point guards that all you don't talk on the floor. I'm taking you out the game. You gotta talk on you the point guard. You're the extension of the coach. So you supposed to be out there directing everything. You can't be a point guard and be quiet on the court.
Hmm.
Yeah, you gotta talk. You gotta be the loudest one on the court, both on offense and defense. Right? So they ain't telling you no lie there. But that's a good support system for you to have. Some great coaches for you to have that's giving you that type of advice. So let's talk about gratitude. So gratitude is so important for you, right? You've mentioned who's fire and ice.
That's the team I play with Coach Keisha.
Mm-hmm. All right, so fire and ice and Coach Keisha, and of course your parents. So, how have they specifically helped you grow as a player and as a person?
They helped my mindset grow a lot because my mindset was not how it is now. They also helped me like with my skill development and stuff.
Hmm. So,
Just
speaking of
made me
this, made you what?
just made me be a better person overall.
Okay. So speaking, so let's like you saying that your mindset is not like how it is now. So how was your mindset before, and what changed?
My mindset before it was like I always doubt myself. I always doubt myself when I do a wrong, when I do a bad play or stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really have confidence in my shot. But now, I have confidence in my shot. I shoot with confidence. Bring up the ball if I have a bad play. I'm gonna be hard on myself, but I'm gonna worry about the next play.
Okay, so to getting better, did that help you with your confidence and your mindset?
Yes.
Yeah. So that think about that. Think about that. So when you was younger, um, your skill set wasn't that great, right?
Hmm.
So in your mind, it messed with your mind a little bit. So once you improve, your confidence grew. That's
Yes, sir.
life. That's life. That's everything in life. Like when you start something, you're going to be wary about it. You're man, I can't do this, man. This is too much. You always going to have those feelings when you start something, but never give up on it. Just keep on, keep on, keep on, and you will get better. Right? You will get better. So, great job, great job. Now, looking ahead, what are your goals for the future, and what do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself at in the next few years, both in basketball and in life?
I see myself like for basketball going to a successful college, like
Hmm.
without paying like a full ride scholarship.
Okay.
And in life I just like, successful, have my own house, have my
Hmm.
own money, managing money,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So
So, what school? What school you want to go to?
for college, I either want to go to S S S. Wait, sorry,
No problem.
LSU, LSU,
LSU. Mm-hmm.
LSU, since that's close to my area.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's out of state, South Carolina, because it has a good basketball program, because it's a lot of exposure on college basketball now for girls.
Yeah. For girl, yes,
So
it is.
that's a big one.
Yeah. Donna's a very Coach Staley is a very good coach.
Hmm.
A very good coach. I speaking of LSU, I coached against Angel Reese. Uh, I think her sophomore year through her senior year
Mm,
in high school. We from the same area, so she went to St. Francis, and I coached at IND and Pilati when she was in school.
that's
Yep,
cool.
yep. Yeah. So they the only two schools
So far,
so far. All right, so have you ever seen Don Staley in person?
no.
No. How about
I've seen a couple, NBA and WNBA players.
okay? How about Kim Mulkey? You ever seen Kim Mulkey in
Mm-mm.
person? No. Okay. Well, when you get older, if they're still coaching, and you on that circuit, then they'll be coming. They'll be
Hmm.
coming. So just keep on playing hard, doing your thing, dominating on the court, and if you're really really good, they're gonna find you. They're gonna find you. So don't even worry about that. They're gonna find you. All right. So what do you besides a basketball player? What else? What other interests do you have?
I have an interest in business.
Mm-hmm.
I had my own business before, but I kind of stopped. I need to get back into it though.
What was that?
It was called Basketball Master Apparel, where I create apparel for young athletes to keep them motivated.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, you need to get back into that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yeah, that's good. Yeah. Go ahead. There you go. You just doing it. Just trying to live it up and do it all. So, what are some obstacles that you had to overcome during your basketball journey?
Definitely being short
Mm.
and like it's just being short really and improve my shooting because I could not shoot when I was younger. I could not. I had a bad form, so it was like
So, if you short and that goal is 10 feet, that don't help you all none either.
yeah.
So, my thing is, I think that the United States, and some people do this, but I think the United States should adapt um, the European way of training younger kids to play basketball. They do not play on 10-foot rims until they get up to a certain age. They lower the rims for them, and they help them out with their form. Because for you to have proper form, and if you're not strong enough, you cannot throw the ball to up 10 feet if you're small. So to make sure that you have a proper form from an early age, you need to play on a smaller rim, where it's easier for you to, shoot the ball without having to bring it all the way down to your knees and throw it all the way up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah. So for anybody that's out there listening, got a young kid, if you're going to buy them a basketball goal, so make sure it's adjustable so it can adjust to their age. And I guarantee you, by the time they shoot on the 10th grade on a 10-foot rim, their form is going to be excellent. All right. So that's just something to take into consideration. Well, anything else you want to tell me? Any
Just
surprises? Anything else? What you got? What you got coming up?
I have a tournament next week, and I have an Oklahoma tournament first week of August. So
So do you play all year round?
yes, pretty much.
Do you play in middle school?
You said
Do you have
what?
a middle school team?
Yes.
So you play for your middle school?
Mhm.
What high school you think about going to?
I'm not sure right now.
What's the best high school in your area that win champ?
Probably DeSoto. Probably.
Is that a private school or is that a
That's a public.
is it a public school? Okay, okay, and that's one of the best schools in the area.
Yeah, probably DeSoto or Duncanville. Yeah.
Anybody you know that played uh, at those schools that went to the WNBA or um, any big colleges?
No, not really.
How many siblings do you have?
I have I have four.
For any of them play sports?
My sister do. She played basketball.
Do you be playing against your sister?
Yes.
Is she older than you?
No, she younger.
You be bullying your sister on the basketball court.
On the mini goal, yes.
What she be ducking on your sister on the mini goal?
Yep.
Oh my gosh! But that's gonna make her tough though. That's gonna make your sister tough. How old is she?
She's 6.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make her tough. Go ahead, train your sister up. That's gonna make her really, really, really tough.
Yep.
All right, so give me your top five college players.
Top 5 college.
Yeah, not
Ooh.
you cannot say Angel, and you cannot say Caitlin. You gotta give me top five that's in college right now.
Okay. Aaliyah Chavez.
Okay,
Oh yeah, she high school. She high school. Never mind.
who?
I thought you
Leah
said high school.
Thomas in high school.
I do probably both.
Okay,
Aaliyah Chavez, Flajay, Paige. Who else? Uh, Paige. That's probably my top right now.
How about for Wale? for Wale, for South Carolina.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
How you gonna forget about for Wale?
Yeah, I saw her playing OTE.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to this college coach yesterday. He just said he just seen in Kentucky. Who's the girl you said the first one?
First one, who was
Alicia.
Aaliyah Chavez?
Yeah, he just seen her play. He told me yesterday he just seen her play
I
in
think she
Kentucky.
was in the Run for Roses tournament.
Yeah, in Kentucky. He just came from Kentucky, so I was talking to him yesterday. He told me he just seen her play. Yeah, yeah. So that's three. Come on.
Juju,
How about the guard for Notre Dame? She is small guard. You should watch her game.
who you talking about?
I think her name is Indigo.
Indigo?
She played for Notre Dame. She played for Notre Dame, freshman guard. I forgot her first name.
I know one. I also like Juju Watkins,
Yeah, Juju. Okay.
and I think her name is Jada Williams.
Jada Williams. Yeah, they play for
She played
Arizona.
against Juju in high school.
Yeah, them two always used to battle in high school. She plays for Arizona right now.
Yeah,
Who your
you're
top
right.
five? Who your top five WNBA players?
Let me go with. I like Arika.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also
Beast.
I like Natasha Cloud.
Beast.
I seen her play in AU. I got her autograph.
Word. Okay.
Um, I like a little bit of Kristen Bell. She just now starting to play back. I think she was injured.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney Colson, I think that's her name.
Okay.
And one more. Uh, I gotta go with Angel.
Gotta go Angel.
I like Caitlin Clark too, but I think
uh,
she's just on a bad team right now.
Caitlin Clark, you think she on a bad team?
Yeah,
I, I
she
don't think
she got
they.
no help.
I don't think they on a bad team. I just think they need better chemistry. That's all.
Yeah,
Cause
for
she
sure.
got help. She got the number. She got the rookie of the year on her team, Leah Boston.
Yeah.
She has help. She got some dogs on her team. I just think it's going to take a minute for them to gel. Oh, that's
Hmm.
what I think. Well, she had 29 points and 26 points and 19 rebounds. I mean, 19 assists, 16 or 19 assists yesterday. Yeah, I mean, she dominates the ball,
Yeah,
but
she do.
she dominates the ball, but she get
She
them
got good
assists up.
IQ.
Yeah, she got a very good IQ. She got calm down on those turnovers. She leading in some things, but she also leading in NBA history in turnovers. So she got to cut down on
Yeah.
some of those. But she a prime example of what man you was talking about. Somebody that turns the ball over a lot, but she also do other things in the game to make up for those turnovers. You know what I mean? And then some of the turnovers not her fault. You know, she know how to get the ball.
Yeah.
She know how to manipulate the ball. So she know how to get the ball and she know angles. And as a basketball player, you got to know angles because that's how I was. I knew how to get the ball to people in weird spaces. And people like, yo, how you do that? It's just knowing the angles and how to manipulate the ball movement to get it to where it need to go at, right? So
Hmm.
I bowl like that too. So, yeah, but it was really nice talking to you, man. Amy.
You too.
It was really nice talking to you. I really
Thank you
enjoyed
for
this.
having me.
Hey, no problem. Look, the idea of this is to give young basketball players a voice, right?
Mhm.
To have them tell their stories about their ups and downs, and maybe it'll help somebody else out. Like your story may help out somebody else, right? They might see what you're going through, the things you did right, the things that you went through, the things you did wrong, and it might help their game out. So I really appreciate you coming on here telling your story because your story can benefit somebody else. That is what this is all about. Nothing else. It's about helping young athletes really being able to speak for themselves and getting their word out, getting their emotions out. telling the world about themselves to help them and to help others. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So I really appreciate you coming on. I really so it's been amazing hearing your story. You're a true underdog. Listen, don't worry about your size because I played with people that was like 5'4", 5'5", and they dominated the game. Muggsy Bowles from here dominated the game. I played with this guy named Shante Rogers, one of the best guards that ever came out of Baltimore. Short, but the tricks that he used to do that compensate for his size, I used to hate playing against him. I used to hate playing against because he would grab your jersey and everything. So, yeah, so don't let your size stop you from doing anything. I love small guards because they're dogs. They're underdogs. They don't let nothing stop them. I love small guards. I will take a small guard over a big guard any day because they got something to prove. They got something to prove. So you're a true underdog. I appreciate you. You're a true underdog, and you're inspiring to so many young athletes out there. So keep pushing, keep shining, and keep being that incredible player and person you are. So I thank you for joining me today. Got it? Now, to all our listeners out there, you can go to my Linktree page at Linktree SQ Basketball Chronicles for all of our platforms. Follow and subscribe and stay up to date. And check out all our merch also on my Linktree. So, another thing, if you're dealing with pain or injuries that have you sidelined, our friends from Rehab to Perform have you covered. You can visit rehabtoperform.com for top-notch physical therapy to get you back in the game stronger than ever. Again, thank you, Amani, for coming on to our show. I will be following your journey, the rest of your journey. We probably can have you back on here for season 2 to catch up. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Thank you. And thank you everybody for tuning in. And again, I'm your coach. I'm your coach, Coach Q, and I'm out.